So in this video, we're going to be reacting to another one that's talking about how to land a 100K per year high ticket sales job. Let's see if there's some good advice that he's got for us.
In this video, I'm gonna show you how to land high ticket sales jobs with no sales experience. I don't care who you are, what your background is, you can absolutely make $5,000 to $15,000 per month of high ticket sales. I use this exact strategy to land sales positions that have made me anywhere from $100,000 a year to $270,000 per year. And you might be thinking, like, what if I have no experience with high ticket sales? I didn't either when I first started, and my first sales position I ever landed made me $104,000 in my very first year. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how to go land one of those. And after this video, you don't need to go do a bunch more research. Just literally watch this, implement what I say, and you yourself could literally be making money with high ticket sales as soon as you would like to. High ticket sales is a very simple concept. You are a salesperson for a popular influencer or creator.
Let's skip the what is. I'm assuming most of you know what is. Let's see if we can get to like where he's actually giving the advice. Let's see.
To be about $20,000 to $30,000 per month in take-home income for myself. I would take anywhere from like 4. I was still able to make more than a majority of 9-to-5ers out there. The way you're gonna do that is actually 9-to-5ers out there. So that's cool and all, but how do you actually go find and land these jobs? The way you're gonna do that is actually pretty simple. You can go land these jobs on any social media platform. So Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. These business owners selling these high ticket offers are on all of these platforms. So what you're gonna go do is you're gonna go look up a niche like fitness or dropshipping. You're just literally gonna look that word up on platforms like Instagram, YouTube, etc. You're gonna see a bunch of people that post content about those things. And if you go on enough of their profiles, you'll notice that a lot of them are actually selling a course or coaching or some sort of info that they're spreading to their audience. And you might be thinking, like, it kind of seems like this moonshot opportunity where somebody's just gonna hire you from an Instagram DM. But I'll tell you this, I was a 17-year-old with zero experience whatsoever. I had not sold anything at all, and somebody hired me for a 6-figure a year position. And now, since I've been in this space so long, I have hundreds of successful students that have used this exact strategy to make over 6 figures. All right,
So he's gonna get into the strategy. Maybe he'll explain how he DMs. I think he's about to right here. One thing I will say to keep in mind is if he's breaking down exactly what he did many years ago to land a position through DMing, we want to take in the context that there's a lot more competition now. There was a lot less people when I was first closing deals for companies. There was a lot less closers in the market. The buyers were a lot less sophisticated. The role itself, landing jobs, it was a little bit easier, especially when it comes to just DMing random, influencers, DMing random course sellers, content creators. There was just less people DMing them. There was less people reaching out saying, hey, I can close for you. Nowadays, you can still reach out. You can still reach out directly and land offers for sure. I suggest people do it all the time. But the way in which you do it has to provide a lot more value than it used to. You can't just say, hey, I'm a closer. Hey, I have some experience. Hey, I know what I'm doing. Hey, can I take that over for you? Because there's tons of people wanting to take it over for them. You got to come with some kind of assets, a solid intro video, some call recordings, maybe, screenshots, examples of your track record. If you do have experience, you got to come with something to showcase that you understand their niche, you understand the prospects that, they speak to, you have a passion for it, and you can deliver what you say you'll deliver. Because some of these people have also been burned by guys just reaching out saying, hey, I can close for you, and then getting on and not producing, leading them to be a little bit more cautious as to who they just want to spend the time bringing on board. So that's something to keep in mind here. Let's see what he has to say about how to actually go about DMing though.
So I'll give you a quick example. Go on a platform like Instagram and look up stuff like fitness coach. And look here. Here's 5 people right now that consider themselves a fitness coach. So let's click on this first guy, Vincent Del Monte. Check out his bio. You can see here he has a free boot camp. You can see in his bio here and in his highlights, he has some client wins. If he has client wins, that means he accepts clients, paying clients at that. And he probably has a salesperson who's going and actually closing these paid clients for him. So if you look into his link tree, here we go. Apply for one-on-one coaching. Click on that link. We don't need to really go any deeper. We've pretty much already validated that Vincent Del Monte has a coaching program. So you would go into his DMs and shoot him the message that I'm gonna give you here in a sec. At the end of this video, I'm actually gonna give you the DM script that I would send to these people. Their next guy, Dan Go. He is also a fitness coach. He's a #1 fitness coach for entrepreneurs. His profile doesn't directly show that he has some sort of a program, but he has a newsletter, and usually when people have newsletters, that means that they have a program of some sort. I'll give you another.
Few things you want to look for with this if you're kind of going the route where you're checking out their Instagram pages. Newsletter is a good indication. Better ones are like funnels. If you see they've got a VSL, which just stands for video sales letter, which is just those things where it's kind of like a free training where you put in your name, email, sometimes your name, email, and phone number. Especially if they've got one of those, it's almost 100% guarantee that they've got some kind of high ticket program, because usually you put in your information, there's a video, you watch that video offers you to book a call, anything like that is almost 100% guaranteed they got a program. Pretty much any landing page that either asks for a call to be booked or collects your phone number. If it collects your phone number, they're almost certainly utilizing it, because funnels that collect phone numbers just convert at less of a rate than funnels that just collect emails. So if they're going out of their way to collect the phone number, they're not going to be wasting it. They're definitely going to have someone dialing it at some point. So they've probably got setters, they've probably got closers. That's a really good indication.
Example here. Cool. So we looked up dropshipping. We see a few results here. We'll go to this first guy. His name's Branded Ecom. You can see here, Uber Eats driver to $14 million in online sales. In his highlights, he has stuff that says like income, results, travel. I would bet there's a reason this guy is posting about his dropshipping results, and I bet that the reason for that is because he wants to get coaching clients. This is also a guy that I would go and message to see if he has some sort of course, and you can go and sell for him. And there's tons of other examples of people just like this. I'll save time by how to. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna send 50 DMs a day to people just like I did. I mean, I found 3 people in 2 minutes. So 50 people will probably take you like an hour tops. All you need to know is that it just takes one yes to make 6 figures per year. So if you're doing outreach and it feels grueling and it feels like a lot of hard work, just know you're one yes away from completely changing your life forever.
And it's a good way to land a role is just the consistency with it. Consistent outreach to people in your niche, to businesses that you want to work with. It's going to help for sure.
And you also have to make sure to not quit after like 3 days. I did outreach when I was doing it 6 years ago, and it was very bad outreach, but it took me 6 months to land my first position. That position literally changed my life and my family's life forever. After you send the 50 for the day,
keep that in mind. He did it for 6 months. His outreach strategy, he was messaging 50 people a day, probably some days less, probably some days more, for 6 months before he landed a role. There's so many people that try for a month, try for 2 months, and they're like, oh my gosh, is this working? Oh, I want to quit. 6 months of consistency is what took him. He said he made 6 figures in his first year. That's his first year after, I'm assuming, based on his story, after 6 months of outreach, then landing the position, then the next year he made his 6 figures. So essentially probably about 2 years into the game to make his first 6 figures. Lots of people spend a lot more time and a lot more money in order to make that kind of income. So, definitely worth it. Definitely a good ROI there. But just goes to show that you have to be willing to spend the time. I always tell people, if you put a year or 2 of consistent focus into this industry, you could definitely come out making really good money, really, really good money.
Again, should take you an hour tops. You're gonna follow up with everybody that you've previously reached out to as well. My 2 favorite ways to do that is either with a video or with a meme. And all you're gonna do is pull out your phone that you're probably on for 8 hours a day anyway, and just send these DMs over video saying something on the lines of, hey John, my name's Caden. Just curious if you're looking for any commission on these salespeople right now. Would love to fill in, make you a ton of money. Just let me know. Super.
What I would add to that video, obviously this is not, it's kind of an intro video. It's not your official intro video. But what I would add to this, if I was just doing this as like an outreach message, I would attach some reason why this niche that they're selling in is a fit, right? Like you can't just be like, hey, I'm looking to sell. Because again, all of your competition is sending some kind of message, some kind of, like I get a DM all the time. Like if you're looking for a closer, they send me this long paragraph. If you're looking for a closer, I've closed here and I have a 30% close rate and all this stuff. It has to be relevant. Make it relevant. If you're sending it to a fitness person, talk about how important fitness is. Talk about how you're checking out their stuff and the results are awesome, and you really would love to see people transform in that way, and you understand the importance of, the lives that are being changed through fitness, and you have gone on your own fitness journey. And it doesn't have to be long. It can be like a quick 10-second spiel. But again, these coaches, these consultants usually got into selling what they're selling because they have a passion for coaching or consulting or helping people in that way. And if they can see a similar passion in you, if they can see a similar understanding for the importance of what they do in you, the odds of you landing that offer go way up, because conviction sells at the end of the day, and these consultants know that.
Super easy. So first thing you're going to do when a business owner applies is you're going to get them on a call. And on that call, you guys are going to do a mock call where you're going to show them that you can sell. To show them you can sell, all you have to do is follow this quick framework. First, you're going to intro the call. You're gonna act like they're a prospect that just hopped on the meeting. You're gonna do a quick intro, nothing major there. Then you're gonna frame the call. Then you're gonna figure out their goals. You're gonna figure out their current situation. You're gonna figure out the doubt, AKA why they're not able to get to their goals themselves. You're gonna pre-pitch them, which is just getting them sold on why the method you sell specifically is like the best way to do whatever they're looking to do. For example, why keto is the best way to lose weight. Or another example, why high ticket sales is the best way to make money online over other business models. And then you're gonna pitch them. That pitch is gonna be super short and sweet. Just follow what's in this checklist, practice it like 5 times, and you're gonna be just fine. And to get the hang of this, just go grab a friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, brother, sister, dog, or hell, even record yourself and just read this framework out loud like 5 to 10 times every single day. When you land a sales position, which should only take you a few mock calls with business owners to actually do, you'll be able to plug in, start closing deals immediately, since this is pretty much the framework you're gonna be using. And I personally think that high ticket sales is like the best way to make money online right now. It has been for a while, and it will be for a while, just because you only have to learn one skill and get really.
Let's see. I think he's got the DM script at the end here.
Really like X about your profile, and I enjoy what I've seen from your content so far. Was curious, are you looking for any commission-only salespeople to sell your course right now? I'd love to apply. Hey guys, this process.
Make sure they're actually selling a course. I get this. I've gotten messages like this that have nothing to do with what I actually sell and what my business is actually about. So make sure that you're not wasting too much time spraying and praying and actually making sure it's relevant. But that's his message. It's not a bad one. Pretty solid. Again, if that customization piece at the beginning is meaningful, and you can differentiate yourself from just being like, hey, I liked your profile. Hey, I liked your content. Everyone says something general like that. So just differentiate yourself a little bit by tying in what their niche means to you and how you have conviction for what's actually being sold here. And that'll make a massive, massive difference. Overall, not a bad video. Solid video on how to land your role. Be consistent. That's the biggest piece, is consistency with the outreach. Consistency with developing skill through mock call and practice. It will take time for some people. Some people can be a lot quicker. It doesn't have to take 6 months if you deploy the right strategies. That's why we've got software platforms like RepSelect, where we vet a lot of these offers for you and put offers in front of you that are actually actively looking for roles. With something like that, that can cut it down to weeks instead of months. But if you're looking to work in a specific niche and you want to reach out directly, specifically, this is a solid strategy as well, especially reaching out on Facebook, especially reaching out on Instagram. Just know that there's going to be a lot of people DMing, not a ton, but there's going to be a lot of people DMing generalized stuff. So you want to make sure that you get a little bit more custom. And sometimes these kind of messages can also get buried in inboxes, can get buried in request boxes and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of filters and tags on Instagram and Facebook. You guys all know that. So go ahead and engage with the page itself. That might help you kind of get noticed as well. Other than that, though, we'll leave it here for this video. See you guys in the next one.